This is insane. Absolutely outrageous. Her voice. A shrill, entitled shriek. Shattered the morning calm. Who do you think you are? Putting up something like this. I pay my dues. I follow the rules. And you're just giving it all away. I stood there. The cool morning air doing little to calm the fire in my veins. My neighbor. Karen, let's call her HOA. Because she was the queen of the HOA. The self-appointed tyrant of our tranquil cul-de-sac was in full meltdown mode. Every morning for the past 6 months. I'd watched her from my window. A familiar routine. She'd sneak across our shared fence line. A power strip and an arsenal of gardening tools in hand. And plug into the solitary outlet on the side of my house. Every morning. A silent, seething frustration built inside me. Did she not see the irony? The sheer, audacious nerve of it all. She was the one who lectured everyone about community standards. About preserving property values. About the sanctity of our little suburban utopia. And yet, here she was. Stealing my electricity. Day in and day out. HOA. What are you talking about? I said. My voice dangerously low. That sign is a joke. A piece of art. The words felt hollow. I knew exactly what she was talking about. For the past 6 months. My utility bills had been skyrocketing. My personal savings, meant for my son's college fund, were being siphoned away. A little bit at a time. To pay for her freeloading lifestyle. I'd installed cameras, hoping to catch the culprit. And what I saw was even more infuriating than I could have imagined. It was her. The HOA president. The very person who had the gall to send me a certified letter last month. Threatening a fine because my mailbox was slightly askew. A joke. She scoffed. Her laugh a brittle, condescending sound. This isn't funny. This is a violation of HOA regulations. I'm telling you. I've had it with your little games. Her eyes narrowed. The familiar glare of self-righteousness burning in them. And I'm going to make sure the board knows about this. We'll fine you until you can't afford to live here anymore. A low, guttural laugh escaped my lips. Oh. You've had it with my games. I took a step closer. The scent of fresh-cut grass and her expensive perfume mingling in the air. HOA. For 6 months. You've been using my outlet to power your landscaping equipment. Your hedge trimmers. Your leaf blowers. Your dam. Miniature water fountain. The words tumbled out. Each one laced with the bitterness of 100 stolen dollars. Her face went pale. A slow, dawning horror spreading across her features. I've been watching you. Every morning at 7 a.m. Like clockwork. You think I didn't notice the sudden spike in my bills? Did you honestly think you'd get away with it? She stammered. I was just borrowing a little bit. It's for the good of the community. Her voice was a desperate, flimsy defense. We need to maintain a pristine aesthetic. You know that. You should be happy to contribute. The full weight of my plan. The sheer, beautiful madness of it. Settled in. The truth. The one she was about to learn. Was so much more than a simple matter of theft. It was a cosmic punchline. The good of the community. I repeated. My voice dripping with a satisfaction I hadn't felt in months. Let me tell you something. HOA. That outlet. The one you've been so generously borrowing from for the past 6 months. It's not just connected to my house. It's the backup power source for the neighborhood's main sewage pump. And every single day. You've been unplugging it. Unknowingly. Of course. But every single day. You've been shutting off the pump. You've been letting all of our lovely, pristine waste Well. You get the picture. Her face, a moment ago so full of righteous indignation, was now a mask of pure, unadulterated shock. What? What are you saying? She whispered, her voice barely audible. That's not possible. Oh. It's very possible, I said. A slow, wicked smile spreading across my face. You see, for the past 6 months, that pump has been off. The pipes, they're at capacity. And you, my dear HOA, were the one who broke the camel's back this morning. That's why the HOA board is here. Not to fine me, but to investigate the sudden, catastrophic failure of our entire sewage system. The stench, the gurgling sounds. That's a symphony you composed. She stumbled back, the realization hitting her like a physical blow. The sound of a man groaning from a few houses down. The distant, sickening scent of a problem much larger than a mere electrical dispute, confirmed my words. HOA Karen, the queen of the HOA, had finally gotten her comeuppance. It wasn't about a fine, or a scolding, or a letter. It was about a mess so spectacular, so profoundly disgusting, that her carefully constructed world of perfection would be buried under it. The community she sought to control, the very one she had been maintaining with her stolen power, was now literally overflowing with the consequences of her actions. What she thought was a small transgression, an almost harmless act of entitlement, turned out to be the ultimate self-sabotage. She just stood there, speechless, the color draining from her face as the full weight of the catastrophe she had caused settled in. It was a moment of perfect, poetic justice. The woman who demanded perfection from everyone else had just caused the biggest, most revolting disaster our neighborhood had ever seen. A low groan from a neighbor's yard, followed by a shouted curse, was the final punctuation mark on her reign. The truth had a way of hitting hard, didn't it? The HOA board, which had been hiding in plain sight behind a group of bushes, finally emerged. Their faces a mixture of confusion and disgust. They hadn't seen the confrontation, but they were certainly about to witness the fallout. HOA Karen, the one who had so often called for my head, was now left to face the consequences of her own hubris. The free electricity she'd so greedily taken had a price after all, and the bill had just come due. What do you think? Did HOA Karen get what she deserved? Or was the punishment too extreme? Share your thoughts below.